things. Okay, it's coming.
Okay.
Just record.
Okay. Right, are we ready to go, Lisa?
Ready to go.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Sorry, everybody, for the delay. The joys of technology. Good afternoon and welcome to this meeting of the Central Coast Local Planning Panel. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we live, work and play, and pay our respects to elders and all Aboriginal people, recognising their continued connection to lands and waterways and acknowledging our shared responsibility to care for and protect places and people. As you know, the meeting's being recorded and webcast. Our plan is to have our decisions and the audio recording available on Council's website ordinarily well within 7 days of today's meeting. Okay. The members of the panel today are me, Donna Reigate, I'm the chair. We have Greg Flynn and Louise Mende as our expert professional panel members, and Scott McGrath is our community representative. Welcome, everybody. We don't have any apologies. We've got 3 development applications that meet the public meeting criteria. A boarding house proposal at Burns Road, Arimba, alterations and additions to an existing dwelling in Anthony Crescent, Kilcare, and a dual occupancy proposal in Bangalow Street, Ettalong Beach. We'll also be considering in our deliberative meeting this afternoon some court proceedings that are underway in relation to proposals at Pollock Avenue, Wyong, and Gertrude Street, Gosford. The panel's received assessment reports and supplementary reports. We've done site orientation and we've been briefed by council staff. We've got a couple of people registered to speak today. In relation to Burns Road, Arimba, we have Sandra Menendez and Martin Menendez, and I hope I pronounced your surnames correctly. We also have Matthew Wales registered to speak in relation to the Ettalong Beach matter, but I understand he may not have joined us yet, and so if he's here, we will hear from him. If not, that's okay too. This is obviously an opportunity for the panel to hear from members of the community and applicants, for us to ask questions if we need to clarify our understanding of anything. Members of the public have 3 minutes to speak each, and applicants have collectively 15 minutes to respond. First item, declarations of interest. All members of the panel have submitted a conflict of interest form, and I understand no declarations have been made. Has anybody discovered anything since they submitted their form that needs to be declared?
No, Chair.
Terrific. Okay. The minutes of previous meetings, I understand, will be submitted to the next meeting of the panel rather than this one. So we'll pop into hearing from our speakers, and I'd like to ask Sandra Menendez, please, to speak to us about Burns Road, Arimba.
Good afternoon, everyone. I read all the submissions and I read all the council projections and also all the information, and I think everything is being said at the moment. So we just expect to wait for how the meeting flows, and Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And Martin Menendez, you're also registered separately. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
Hey everyone. Yeah. I think just to echo what Sandra said, yeah, we definitely agree to the refusal of the application. And we agree with the points that are put forth within the Ourimbah Region Residents Association's submission. And I think it's just important if I could just reiterate some of the following points. It's important to clarify that properties number 11 and number 11A have the right of carriageway over the entirety of lots 17, 18, and 19, and not simply the existing or proposed driveway. And this is shown in the Land Registry title searches, folio 17, 18, and 19 of 706678. It's important also to mention that within the applicant's drawings, as exemplified in DA01, the label that identifies the front of house is missing from number 11. Let it be known that number 11's front of house is in the same direction as number 11A, number 13, and number 15, which means that the front of the property faces building 1 in the proposed application. Under the proposed development, both pedestrian and vehicle right of carriageway to number 11 and number 11A are being restricted. Another point is that the pedestrian vehicle access to number 11 is completely reliant on access from the eastern side, which is proposed to be restricted. Within this DA, properties number 11 and number 11A are negatively impacted as their unrestricted right of carriageway are proposed to become a restricted right of carriageway. So I just thought I would reiterate all of that. And I thank everyone for their time and how thorough this has been. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Members of the panel, do we have any questions for any of our speakers on this matter, or indeed council officers on this matter?
Chair, I just wanted some clarification. Sorry, when I heard you start, I thought you were actually going to be going for the for the development, but could we just clarify into the minutes that that's for the recommendation rather than for the development, and the one under it is, so I guess, for the recommendation. So I just make it clear that we know what these people are speaking about. Sorry.
Oh yeah, certainly. Do you have any questions for any of the speakers?
No questions at all.
Anybody else? I can't see the other members of the panel on my...
None for me. Thanks.
Thank
No,
you,
Madam
Louise. Okay, fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much for those comments. We do appreciate it. Now I'll move on to the Long Beach matter. Has Mr. Wales joined us, the registered speaker, Lisa?
No, he hasn't. No, he has
Okay.
not.
Are there any council officers present who might know whether Mr. Wales is intending?
Sorry,
to speak?
no, he's not intending to speak. He withdrew his he withdrew speaking.
Okay, terrific. Okay, good to know. Thank you very much. All right, members of the panel, do we have any questions that we haven't already asked any of the council staff in relation to the Kilcare matter or the Long Beach matter?
No questions.
No?
No, thanks.
Thank you. Scott?
No.
Nope. Okay. All right. Well, I think I might call this public meeting to a close then. We've probably run everything to ground that we can at this point. We will move into our deliberative meeting now. And as I said before, we will endeavour to get the minutes of today's meeting up on Council's website as quickly as possible. I'd like to thank all of the members of the public who attended this afternoon, of course, my fellow panel members and council staff. And as this is the last meeting of the panel for the year, wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and look forward to seeing you again in 2024. So members of the panel, if you could click back on by, I don't know, 2:15, we'll move straight into the deliberative. Thank you.
Yeah.